Hi everyone, this is Chaz, and this is another video journal. The date today is Saturday, July 28th, 2012. It's pretty early in the morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Uh, so it's kind of early for me to be making a journal entry about everything that's happened today because today hasn't really happened. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up of, or not a heads up, but fill you in about stuff that's happened over the past couple of days. Um, let's see, I was supposed to have Thursday off, ended up getting called into work because someone didn't show up. Same person didn't show up yesterday, although I did have to work. I was supposed to work yesterday. So this person, I'm presuming, is history at work. Um, I'm supposed to have today, tomorrow, and Monday off, but according to what I've heard, I may have been scheduled for tomorrow. Which mildly irritates me because I wasn't asked if I could work tomorrow. Um, I was just scheduled. No one asked, Charles, can you work, the second shift on Sunday? So, I was a little bit irritated about that. With the Chicago move and housing and stuff, I had to talk with the guy who is renting or sharing the two-bedroom apartment in Bridgeport. That's $400 a month with all the utilities included. Seems like a fairly okay guy. Couldn't really tell if there was a catch to the offer. I'm having my agent through CTS, a guy by the name of Justin. He's going to go and take a look at the apartment today, take some pictures for me so that I can get an idea of um, what the apartment looks like, what the layout is, what my room's going to look like. Excuse me. I guess one of the reasons why I'm making a post so early today is I don't know, I'm feeling really down this morning. And since I find these journals therapeutic, it's, since I'm feeling sad, I guess it's the therapy that I need. The cats woke me up about 5 o'clock this morning because, as far as they're concerned, 5 o'clock is breakfast time. So I got up and I fed the cats, and I checked some stuff on email, and I checked some stuff on Facebook, and then I went back to bed. And when I was laying in bed, it was around 6 o'clock, and I tried to go back to sleep, but instead my mind just started to wander. And it wandered back to what a Saturday morning would have been like about 3 or 4 months ago. And I laid there and remembered how David and I would be sleeping in on a Saturday morning, and how we would probably have some kind of a romantic interlude, because we tended to have romantic interludes on Saturdays. And breakfast would be scrambled eggs and bagels and orange juice, and then we would discuss what we were going to do for the day, or what we wanted to do that day, if we were going to do anything special. And I just am constantly reminded every Saturday that it's another week that he's been gone. I think this is 8 weeks now since David left. I did get an email from him. Actually, I've gotten now 2 emails from him, which are actually kind of irksome to me, because there were certain things that he and I agreed on before he left. We agreed what we were going to do with the cats. We agreed what we were going to do with the car. And now his emails seem to indicate that he wants to go back on all of that, which is really, like I said, irksome to me, because it's making me feel more and more like I can't trust him in dealing with this breakup. I love him. I still love him very much, but there's this very real feeling in my heart that I really can't trust him. So, I know some people are going to say, well, how can you love somebody that you can't trust? I don't know. I do. instance, he says he wants to take the cats now, and even before he left, we agreed that my mom and Roger were going to take the cats. He's also kind of gone back on what he said he was going to do about the car. So I don't know how much of what he said before he left I can trust now. How much of what he says now I can trust. It seems like he's intent on making sure that I lose everything that I can possibly lose. And he doesn't have to lose anything. At least that's how I'm feeling, based on what he has said in his emails. I could just be being emotionally responsive, or being having an emotional response as opposed to a logical one to what he said. But I responded to his email about wanting the cats with regards to him wanting to take the cats and have them live with him in Chicago, that I wanted them to go live in Springfield because I didn't think it was fair, since they were our cats, for one of us to have them over the other. Because, and plus, being in Springfield, if David goes down to Belleville to visit his family, he can stop in Springfield to see the cats. I can stop in Springfield. I can go down to Springfield to see the cats. I don't have to go to David's to see the cats, and David doesn't have to come to me to see the cats. And plus, my mom's got a nice big house with lots of room for the cats to roam, and they've been to that house before, and they know that house before, and they know the people that live in that house. They know the animals that live in that house. And if David were to take the cats, I don't know where they'd be living, or who they'd be living with, or what other animals they'd be living with. If David is living or going to continue to live where he's been living, then the cats would be going to live in a house with a dog that's half pit, half boxer, which, while generally a sweet dog, my cats don't know that dog. And I would be concerned that there'd be some kind of friction that would end up resulting in one of the cats or both of the cats getting hurt. And David doesn't seem to, I guess, really care, although he hasn't really responded to the email that I said that I really want the cats to go to Springfield, that I think it's best for the cats to go to Springfield. But that's not the point. The point is that wasn't the point of starting this video. The point was that, I woke up this morning and started thinking back to, 4 months ago, to how a normal Saturday morning would be, and I just broke down. I started crying because I miss the life I had. I miss the life we had. I miss the life we were going to have, even though that never happened. The life that we were going to have in Chicago when we moved for me for school and David for work. I miss what could have been. I suppose it's possible in some weird way that is still possible, although, like I said, I'm not really feeling like I can trust David right now. And so, I think trust has to be rebuilt. A lot of things have to be rebuilt. It's a mess right now. Still technically have no place to move to in Chicago, and I've only got a few weeks until I was hoping to move. So my plans for today, since it's still very early, is breakfast, and I've got to go to the bank. I want to pick up, need to make a deposit and see about getting some temporary checks so that I can write checks for deposit and first month's rent if I am lucky enough to get this, if this Bridgeport apartment turns out well and the agent thinks it's a good idea. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be kind of a tenuous day today, I think. A lot of emotional minefield that I can, that I have to navigate today. But my life is pretty much an emotional minefield right now. I don't know. I wish I could fast forward time 6 months to see how I am. It's like I don't want to be in the now. I want to be either 6 months in the past with the life that I could have had, or with the life that I did have. Or I want to be 6 months in the future to see where my new life is. I don't want to be in the now. I don't want to be here, because here sucks. More than I can even begin to express how badly it sucks. But I have to be in the now, I guess. Also, 6 months from now would be around my birthday, which I guess probably would not really be a good time to be around, because I don't know what kind of birthday I'm going to have 6 months from now. And it would also be getting really, really close to David and mine's 10th anniversary. What would have been our 10th anniversary 6 months from now, so I guess I'd prefer to be 6 months in the past as opposed to 6 months in the future, but I can't be there, because you just can't. The past is immutable and changeable, and so you have to move on and press on to the future while dealing with the present. So presently I'm about to sign off and try and figure out what to make for breakfast, or what to do for breakfast. Take a shower. Try and arrange something fun to do today. Maybe a movie, I don't know. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions or anything you want to hear about in future video journals, feel free to leave a comment here on YouTube or Facebook or Google+. This is Chaz. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.